From the end of October to the end of May, the yard at the Cumbres Toltec Scenic Railroad in Chama, New Mexico is mostly a cold, quiet place. By Memorial Day, the snow has melted, the air is warmer, and the trees have the rich green of new leaves. Behind the doors of the engine house, workers are restoring Denver Rio Grande Western 492 back to service, but it will be several years before this is finished. Work has been completed on 489's running gear and will be back in service this year. The old reliable locomotives from 2023, 484 and 488 are ready for another season. As the end of spring nears, the yard comes alive with locomotives being tested, equipment being repositioned between Chama and Antonito, and cars are being cleaned for the first passengers of the year. Hey everyone, here we are in Chama, New Mexico. Tomorrow, May 25th, 2024, is the opening day of the Cumbres Toltec Scenic Railroad. We are here in Chama just to check it out. And right now, they are moving 488 back towards the engine house. That's going to be pretty interesting to see. It'll be going by us in just a couple minutes. Let's check that out. As we pass down the tracks with stored cars, we hear the whistle of a locomotive at the other end of the yard. 488 has backed out of the engine house and moves through the north end of the yard and back towards the engine house. 484 is simmering in the warm afternoon, showing off its new paint job. Opening day ceremonies always begin with the raising of the flag by the local Boy Scout troop. The national anthem is sung, and local dignitaries speak about the importance of the Cumbres Toltec. This year's ceremony was hosted by Ed Bodette, the new general manager of the railroad.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm Mayor here in the village of Chama. Standing with me is my clerk, Nadine Garcia. So we'd like to read this proclamation at this time. George the Thomas Proclamation for the Cumbres Toltec Scenic Railroad for the year of 2024.
It has been associated with the Cumbres and Toltec in many capacities for years, and his return has been greeted with many positive comments.
From the Hickory or Apache Nation, Adrian Natsune and Lisa Vigil are with us. Would you like to come and say a word or two?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Lisa Vigil. I'm a member of the Hickory Apache Nation. I am an elected official for the Legislative Council. I'd like to welcome everyone here today.
We always want to welcome as many of the state officials from New Mexico to come to our opening ceremony as possible. And today we have State Auditor Joseph Maestas with us. He's been a friend of the railroad for a long time. And we appreciate him being here today. Joseph?
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Okay, raise your hand if you're going to ride the train. All right. I was here a year ago, opening day ceremonies, and I thought I could just kind of walk up and get a ticket wrong. So this time I did my homework and I got my ticket well in advance. But I want to wish all of you, on behalf of the Office of the State Auditor in New Mexico, a wonderful and safe Memorial Day holiday weekend. After listening to the mayor, I'm a recovering mayor and I understand the importance of these scenic ventures and how vital they are to the local economy. So all of you are doing your part to sustain the Chama and the greater northern New Mexico and southern Colorado economy.
One of the features that's very important to the Cumbres and Toltec, and it actually makes it unique, is a large volunteer organization that helps with the maintenance of all the historic equipment here. We have our paid professional staff that do a great job on the operating equipment, but we also have a lot of historic structures, rolling stock and the like, and an organization that's been in existence for almost as long as the railroad, the Friends of the Cumbres and Toltec. It takes a big part in keeping this the unique place that it is. Tim Tennant, the CEO of the Friends, is here today, and I'd like to welcome him to the mic as well.
Hey, thanks, Ed. Appreciate it. Actually, since 1988, officially, the Friends have been the museum arm of the Cumbres of Toltec. We have over 2,000 members worldwide, and we really appreciate the village of Chama and the town of Antonito allowing us always to come in and do our work sessions. And we started already, and in addition to working on the historical assets, we staff the train with at least a couple docents every trip. So it's an added value, I think, to the Cumbres and Toltec and to the riding public. So we appreciate the relationship we have with the railroad and the commission, and we wish the railroad the best as we kick off another season, and certainly appreciate everybody for being here. So thank you very much.
Okay, as we wind down, we would be totally remiss if we didn't take a moment to honor the many veterans and people who have fallen in defense of our country. This is Memorial Day weekend, and in honor of that, Dave is going to play taps for us. If you would, have a moment of silence while Dave performs for us. the blowing of the 4 whistles that signifies it's time to get on board is a significant part of every day here. And as we finish our ceremony today, I want to personally thank all of the employees of the Cumbres and Toltec Scenic Railroad. They're the ones that make it happen. The railroad is something like a forest at times. In the wintertime, the leaves are gone and it looks like there's not a whole lot happening. Well, there is a whole lot happening, and this is the result of it this morning. Now the winter is over, spring is here, and the leaves are coming back, and we're going to be running trains. And it's all because of the many employees that we have here that make it happen. So I personally want to thank them as well.
Before the engine is coupled to its train, it visits the ash pit where the coal ashes are dumped. A quick trip down the tracks to the water tower follows so that the tender, which holds 5,000 gallons, can be topped off for the climb up Cumbres Pass. The Cumbres and Toltec have one functioning oil burner, and 487 is almost completely converted to oil. But the rest of the fleet burn coal. After performing a blowdown to remove sediment from the boiler, 484 backs down the track and is switched to the siding where a front-end loader will dump coal into the tender. The tender will hold over 9 tons of coal, and half of that will be shoveled into the firebox by the firemen on the trip to Antonito. The coal tipple at Chama is functional, but it's much easier to use a front-end loader to fill the tender. While the locomotive is being fueled, 488 and 489 are positioned for a photo lineup to celebrate the workers who have spent the winter getting all the locomotives ready for the season.
Now we have the last and most important speech of the morning.
On aboard!
Thank you, John.
It's 10 a.m. and time to head out to Antonito. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the channel.